Get ready with me while we go through some random facts about myself. I went to a local little primary school near where I live in Milton Keynes, and I actually went to 3 different secondary schools. Now, I went to a school called Cottesloe in Wing for the first couple of years, I think year 7 to year 9, and then I moved to a school in Milton Keynes called Lord Grey from year 9 to year 11, and then I actually went to a school in Leighton Buzzard called Cedars for like 6 months of sixth form, and that just wasn't for me. It wasn't really for me. So then I went back to Lord Grey to complete sixth form. I took a year out and completed sixth form at Lord Grey. I am actually a black belt in kickboxing. Not a lot of people actually know that. So I done kickboxing for quite a few years when I was younger, and I got my black belt. I used to absolutely love it. It's something that I'd absolutely love to get back into if I didn't have a fake nose. I also musically theatre trained and went to theatre school from when I was about 5 or 6 up until I was like mid-teens. So I can sing, act, and don't ask me to dance because I've got 2 left feet. When I was younger, I really wanted to be an actress. Like, that's always been my dream since I was little, is I wanted to be an actress. I still do. Like, that is like my dream. Like, if I could do anything in life, I would be an actress. And because of that, I literally done everything I could to make me stand out. I got my Paddy's license, so I'm actually a professional scuba diver. Obviously then got my black belt. I used to do horse riding as well, and I used to be a competitive swimmer, and I just wanted to do everything that would make me look good in a film. So if there's an underwater scene, I could do it. If there was a horseback riding scene, I could do it. If there was a fighting scene, I could do it. I was absolutely obsessed with wanting to be this amazing kind of actress that I'd done everything to make me stand out. Now, I gained 11 GCSEs, A star to C, and then I got my A levels, and I actually have a bachelor's degree, undergrad degree in fashion communication and promotion, which I graduated last year. So not just beauty, also brains. I have also had loads of different jobs. So one of my favorites is I used to work in old people's homes and retirement homes doing hairdressing, and I used to absolutely love that because I adore old people. I think they are the most amazing people on this planet, and I absolutely adored working with them. Now, in the hairdressers in the old people's home, it specialised in dementia, Alzheimer's and end of life care, and I'd done that from when I was about 14 up until I was about 17, and I used to absolutely love it. I also worked as a GP receptionist. That is one job. If I could go back to any of my jobs, I would go back to being a GP receptionist. Yeah, they get a bad rap, or like they get moaned about, but I absolutely loved it. The women that I worked with were fantastic. They were just, oh my God, they were just such amazing women. I would go back to doing that in a heartbeat. I had my appendix removed when I was 14, 15, and that wasn't because I had appendicitis. No, it wasn't. It was actually because I had salmonella from Nando's, and it was that bad that they thought my appendix was about to burst. So I had surgery to have my appendix removed, and they got in there and was like, oh, there's actually nothing wrong with your appendix, but we're going to take it out anyway. Turns out it was just salmonella. Another fact about me is that I actually really struggle to make new friends. And I think this also goes down to being like an introvert. Like, don't be wrong, once you're one of my friends, I absolutely adore you. I saw this girl once say that she's not a consistent friend, but she's a reliable one. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Like, no, I probably can't see you every weekend. I can't just make plans in the evening. Like, you do have to plan in advance. Like, I can't be consistently in your life. But if you are my friend, like if you ring me and you need help, I will be there. Like, I'm not a consistent friend, but I am a reliable friend. My love language is most definitely gift giving. I think that's one thing about myself, is that I probably give too much than what I get back. My pet peeves, I would say, is I really dislike when people are late. I think that lateness is just the biggest form of rudeness ever. I absolutely hate it. I also hate if you're like planning an event or something like that, and people will be like, oh, I'll see what I'm doing that weekend. I don't know what I'm doing that weekend. I'll have to let you know. You're either busy or you're not. If you are busy, let me know. It's not a problem. But don't say, oh, I don't. You're just waiting for a better option to come along. Biggest pet peeve ever. I am not a last minute girly. I know a lot of the time I'm like, oh, I've got like a few minutes to get ready. Yeah, that. But I can't leave things till the last minute. Like, my day has to be planned meticulously, what I am doing. Like, if you say to me, we are going to Tesco, we are going to play badminton, and then we are going home. If we start at home, go to badminton, go to Tesco, I will go into turmoil. Like, if I have a plan, I have to stick to it. And one thing that I really struggle with within myself is trying to like get out of that kind of mindset. Like, things don't always go to plan, or like timings. Like, I'm very specific on my timings. Like, if they don't go exactly how it was discussed and how it was planned, I really struggle with that. And that's something that me as a person just kind of need to get on with. I am like the world's worst probably influencer with like what brands that I work with. I'm really picky with what brands that I don't work with. If it's a brand that I know I don't like, no matter how much money they pay me, I won't promote it. If it's a brand that I've used before, it's not really for me, I won't promote it. If they say in their like terms and conditions, oh, she must say that it's given her the most glossiest hair ever. No, it hasn't. It's fantastic. It's a good product, but I'm not saying that because that's not my words. That's not true. So I probably am way too picky for my own good when it comes to this line of work. I think another thing is that I have really bad health anxiety. I think from being quite poorly when I was younger quite a lot, I have really bad health anxiety. I will have a headache and I will think like I've got a brain tumour. I will fart and think there is something wrong with me. I do have really bad health anxiety and it's something that I'm learning to deal with. That said, if that one of those people that do like that full body scan to see what's wrong with me that the Kardashians have, if someone offered me that, I would take it just for peace of mind because I constantly think there's something wrong with me. And the last fact is I love a sleek base routine for my makeup. In case you can't tell, setting spray after every single step.